Never prayed. Sorry, but so you never prayed that God, can you just take this man?
No, what? No.
So you can continue. I just wanted to know that have you ever prayed for death on my life?
God, take this man.
Yeah,
let him go be with the Lord.
If I wrote a book about where we stand, and the title of my book would be Life with Superman. That's how you make me feel.
Hi family, welcome to chapter 3 of a series we are calling Same Book, Different Chapters. So today I'm going to share with you guys how I knew that Mbulelo is the one, and he's also going to tell us how he knew that I am the one and why he took so long to pay lobola.
Just long enough.
It was
Point
long.
of correction.
It was
long
so
enough.
long, guys. My name is Letho, and if you are returning to our channel, welcome back and thank you for your support. If you are joining us for the first time, please do join the family by clicking the subscribe button and help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Subscribing is free, guys. I know, like, it's free. It's 100% free. By the way, this is my husband Mbulelo, who is going to introduce himself.
Let me just put my gun down. Hello family, my name is Mr. Chamtila Da, the leader of New York School, chairman of the winning team, man of integrity from the highest house of society. Can you see how nice that is? Family, welcome to our channel, especially to the new ones. We are happy that you decided to join us, and we are hoping that you're going to find value in any of our videos. Let me just quickly tell you about who we are. This is Mbulelo, the husband, and this is my beautiful wife, Letho, aka Letho. And we are a South African married Christian couple that love God, we love love, we love life, and we love laughter and adventure. So our videos on this channel are actually inspired by any of the mentioned above. So if you like that kind of content, please make sure that you subscribe and like this video before you even watch. And then when you are done, you go back and watch all our other videos, like get to know us and how we met, so that you get to know us better. But we're just going to quickly recap before we start with this one. We're going to recap what's been going on up until chapter 3.
Okay.
Take it away, my baby.
So the first week we did chapter 1, sharing a story of how Mbulelo and I dealt with long distance during the early stages of our relationship. Chapter 2, we were exposing ourselves.
Hey, we went deep. We went deep.
Telling you guys about us staying together before we even got married. Yes, guys. So we shared our difficulties that we faced during that period. So today we are doing chapter 3, like we have said, where I am going to share how I knew Mbulelo is the one, and he's also going to tell us how he knew that I am the one. So Mbulelo is going to go first and share his story, then I'll follow.
Okay, guys, spoiler alert. I wish I had a date to say this was the date, like the 27th of February 1997. This is when this is when the Lord said that Letho is the one. But I just want to quickly, before I even dive into I want to ask you a question, guys. Do you guys believe, please comment on the comment section, do you guys believe that there's someone out there in the world that was created just for you? That particular person somewhere.
Like a soulmate.
Yeah, like a soulmate. Maybe they're somewhere in New Zealand, they're sitting and waiting for you, and you don't even know how you're gonna get there. And that's how some people end up with no one, because your person is sitting somewhere in Papua, Guinea, Papua. In Guinea, Papua, they're sitting there, they're waiting for you, and you never get there, so you miss them. It's very interesting. We're actually gonna give you our opinion towards the end of the video. But for now, okay. You didn't know about that, but you know. Didn't know.
You know now.
You know. So yes, guys. So for me, as I did say, that I don't have a specific date, but there were developments, and it got to a point where I could say, okay, I think this one is the one. But hey, that took forever. That took forever to get to. It took forever to get to that point. I think even at the time when I knew, I still didn't know that I knew.
Okay.
I know it sounds deep, but it's not as deep as it sounds.
But you didn't know that you.
I knew.
Did you know?
Yeah, I didn't know that I knew, because you know, you're sitting there, you're still waiting for another sign. You will see these things because I mean, one of the things that obviously I started liking about you was more than just the pretty face. You know what I'm saying? It started with personality and also like your sense of humor. I like that. Very great sense of humor. But I don't think sense of humor can literally tell you that this is the one just because someone is funny.
So you got more than one sign.
And then, well, it's a combination. Maybe a combination of things can become one sign.
Okay.
And then you see, like, my wife is very humble as well. That's one of the things that I like. Yeah, my wife is very humble. That top of the list. Sense of humor, second. What else do you have? You only have 2.
Wow, you just gonna box me like that.
I'm joking, guys. There's a lot, but that a combination of those things sort of made me realize that, you know what, this is one person that I would actually love to spend more time with. I didn't say the rest of my life. I said more time with, and the more we spent time, the more I realized that, you know what, actually, I would love to spend more time with this person.
More and more.
More and more.
Until it goes to forever.
Which is why I'm saying I can never really say when it was. But the more time we spent, that's when I was really getting used to the idea that, you know what, actually, maybe we could spend the next 5 years with this person, you know, because you're not really thinking, because at that time I wasn't even thinking about marriage and stuff, but we were just taking things as they come. I remember in the beginning stages of our relationship when we were like, no, don't be cheesy. When you start posting a picture of me, I'll be like,
or sending good morning
so
messages.
cheesy.
You're like, oh, why are you sending me messages?
It's too early, nigga. It's too early. Relax. So it never really dawned to me like in one day. No, I can't say it was one day. So and then you also start to miss the person when they're not here. And then you also the things that we used to do together when you're not there, like maybe we go shopping and then I see a shirt and then I'll be like, hey, this shirt. But now if Letho was here, if Letho was here just to say, this would look good on you. And then all those type of things, they sort of build up, and you start seeing yourself with this person in a longer term. But that didn't happen until, because obviously there were things that were hindering. I was still widen out, and so there were distractions in that whole thing of me realizing, you know. But that question, I'll actually elaborate on that when I'm answering why did it then take me so long, because at some point I have to admit I did realize that, you know what, this is one person that I would rather spend the rest of my life with, because you know you obviously sometimes it does happen that you think about another relationship where you're like, okay, certain
you think
things
about someone else.
No, another relationship that you were with. I'm gonna explain.
Okay.
Let me explain. So things that you used to irritate you in that relationship.
Oh, okay.
You love them in this relationship. Oh, what a save! I could see your face changing. Another relationship. Things that irritate you in that relationship. All of a sudden, you're like, you're loving these things, and you're like, hey, I wanna go to work with this person. I wanna go running. But the other person, when they wanted to go running, they sit there by you, and you see, baby, I just typed good morning. They're like, oh, baby, what's up? Yeah, but let's also hear. So for me, it was a build up of small little things when I couldn't go on with certain things anymore. I wanted you by my side and wanting to spend more time with you and not getting bored while I'm sitting with you. So those things for me.
Baby.
Yeah, man.
Okay, guys, for me, it was when Mbulelo and I used to fight a lot. We used to argue, and we're facing...
Fight a lot. Fight just enough. Just to strengthen the relationship.
Guys, there were things that were happening in our relationship that just didn't make sense for me, and I was just not happy.
They were not making sense for me as well.
Okay, I'm not gonna say this.
They're not making sense for me.
So I
trying to shambalaza me.
So guys, during that period, there was never a time when I didn't want to be with Mbulelo. I mean, we would be fighting and I would still want to be with him, talk to him, hug him, but I'll be like so angry and try to distance myself, but at the same time I'm like, oh, but I miss my baby. So that's when I was like, maybe he could be the one, but I was hoping that he is not the one, because I used to pray for him. He was just doing his own thing.
So you were praying that I wasn't the one?
No, I was praying that God will make you the man that I want, because before we got into this relationship, baby, I actually prayed to God and said, God, I want a man who is tall, dark, handsome, and who's tall.
And all those good things.
Listen, God ticked all the boxes except one.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got
The handsome one.
I was like, it's fine even if he's ugly.
Yeah, I mean, he's tall and dark. Counts for something.
So yeah, I used to pray and say, God, can you please change this man's life so that I can be happy in this relationship, because I don't like the way he is behaving and it's affecting me. So I used to do a lot of those prayers. And I'm praying for him and I'm just begging God to heal our relationship, even though we were staying together. Sometimes I felt like I was praying to sin. Okay, no, that's a different story. So I used to pray for Mbulelo to the point there were times where I would just pray and say, God, I know you cannot bring this man back, or you cannot change this man's life anymore. He's too far gone. He's too far gone. Because I used to look at the situation, I'm like, there's no way God can change this now. I mean, like, it's so bad. So I will change my prayers to, God, can you just make me stop loving this man?
The prayers we were praying, baby.
Hey, they were serious. I mean, like, I was like, God, just make me stop loving this man so that I can go and live my life and be at peace. Because I know if I live now, even though I'm not happy in this relationship, if I live now, I don't think I'm gonna be happy knowing that I left. I still want to be in this relationship. It's just that the way it is.
You just wanted things to go sour, then you can exit. Like,
yeah, not even go sour. Yeah. I just wanted to stop caring, like stop loving you or caring what's going on in your life, whether you're happy, whether you're fine, whether at work everything is fine. I just wanted to leave and be happy somewhere else on my own. But I'll come back and be like, okay, God, please don't answer that prayers yet. Let's just see if he changes. Just for a few months, let's just see if he changes, and then we'll take it from there.
Wow.
So yeah, I will pray. I used to pray for Mbulelo. That's when I knew Guti he could be the one, because I would pray for him like I was praying for my mom, like I was praying for myself. I really wanted him to change his life. I wanted him to do better at work, with his family. I just wanted everything to be well with him, even when he was what's going on? I'm crying. Even when things were not well with his family, I would feel it. I would feel the pain. I would feel like I know he can do better. So I used to pray for him a lot. So that's when I knew Guti he could be the one. Until Mbulelo gave his life to Christ. So this is when now God answered my prayers. That's when I was like, hey God, you really, I really didn't believe that God answered my prayers, because remember there was a point where I just felt like Mbulelo was too far gone and there's nothing that can save him now.
You make it sound like I was the worst person on this earth.
So I was like, when God answered that prayer and Mbulelo got born again, that's when I was like, yes God, Mbulelo is the one, because now all the boxes were ticked. Tall, dark, handsome, man of God.
I was handsome just because I'm a man of God now. Wow, the discrimination.
Man of God, going to gym, eating well. So he was ticking all the boxes, and that's when I was like, I'm not letting this one go. And at that time when you got born again, we had already been together for 3 years.
Yeah,
for 3
years.
It was
more than 3 years.
It was like three years and some months.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was so excited. So that's how I knew that Mbulelo is the one, when he got born again, when God answered my prayer and did a miracle on his life. But Mbulelo took so long to propose and to go and pay lobola. So he's gonna tell us why.
I took my time, not long.
Why he took his time. So are you gonna tell us, baby?
Yeah, I just, point of correction. See my serious face. I took my time. I took just long enough. And the reason why That's my serious voice. And the reason why I took, guys, I'm let me just go ahead and just say this. I actually am happy that God delayed everything. I'm happy that there wasn't any urge in me to want to get married prematurely, because it would have been premature. If it didn't happen at the time that it happened now, it would have been premature as I know things now. So
how long did you take though?
Okay, more than 5 years.
That's you taking your time.
More than 5 years. You must remember the first 3 years of the relationship, I didn't know what I was doing. Let me just be honest. We were just, I think you also know, we were just vibing.
Yeah.
We were just vibing. We were, even though we were falling in love over and over, we were hurting each other in the whole process.
Staying together.
But I knew that eventually we're gonna end up together. But I wasn't thinking when that eventually is gonna come.
And you're not preparing for that.
I was not preparing for it, and I wasn't prepared at that time, and I wasn't trying to get there. I was just like, I think I'm still fine with where I am at the moment, but it's just knowing that I'm gonna be with you eventually forever. That for me, that was comfort. But then I think God does those things just so for our goodness, basically, because for our good. Because if I had gotten married, or we had gotten married at that time, I think it would have ended
in tears.
It would have ended in tears, to be quite honest, because we were both not ready. I wasn't ready because of the things that I was doing. I think I wasn't ready to commit. I think that's the most important thing that I can say, is that I was not ready to commit at that time. I just wanted to have my cake here and eat it, but then I wasn't not that kind of cake. Not that kind of cake. I just wanted to have the cake and eat it. So I wasn't ready.
It's the same thing for me, because since you're saying you were not ready and you knew it was gonna end in tears.
Yes.
Because even for me, when we were still dating and experiencing those difficulties, I told myself that if you propose, I'll say yes. But I knew that me saying yes doesn't mean I'm gonna be happy. I'll say yes in tears. Sure. And I'll be committing myself to a lifetime of misery.
Sheesh.
That's how bad things were. So that's how unready we were.
And I think I knew that I wasn't the perfect man, or I wasn't the right man to marry at that time for anyone. So I didn't want to put anyone in misery, just like you just said. So I was just like, you know what? Let me, for this one, especially for marriage, I do believe that you actually have to at least work on yourself. Make sure that you become better before you even try and rope in someone and say, I'm gonna learn in there, because I repeat, it might just end in tears. So God worked on me, and God was still working on me. At first, I didn't know that God was working on me or what was going on. But then when I could see that God was working on me, I was like, okay, you know what? God, I'm just gonna wait. And you're gonna indicate when is the right time to go. And by the time I gave my life to Christ, when I started going to church and praying and all those things, that's when my vision was very clear. I knew exactly. Guys, it was so bad that before that, I wasn't even saving up for Lobola. I only started saving up for Lobola after now my vision was clear. I was like, okay, you know what? I think this is the person that I wanna be with for the rest of my life. And then on that day, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start saving up. I only had like a couple of months to save up for Lobola. So that's basically why it took so long. It was just because I wasn't ready, and I knew that God was working on me. And at first, I didn't even know what I had. I am one of the lucky ones where you can still live to tell the tale, to say that she's still here, because she could have gone in that moment, and
God could have answered my prayer,
and she could have stopped loving me. But I'm grateful to God that He actually was gracious enough to make us see this relationship to fruition, and we are here now. It's not perfect. We are still work in progress, but we know that with God on our side, He's always gonna be with us. But we are here now.
We are here and we are happy.
Yes, we're still growing strong. and next week we're gonna be telling you. Next week we're just gonna be talking about the current stage. Make sure that you stick around for that one. But let's just answer the question that I asked in the beginning.
Okay.
So, babe, do you believe that there's someone up there? When I was born in the Eastern Cape in 1963, and then you were born in KZN in 1999. You in 1999, I was made for you.
For me, I don't believe that there is one person that God has created for that one particular person. I don't believe in soulmates, but I believe that you can find someone that you are able to spend your life with. And if that person finds someone else, there is another person that you can still find.
So roughly how many people do you think were created for you when?
Created for me?
Yeah.
No, remember?
Oh, you said you don't believe.
I don't believe there's just one person that you have to find, but whatever person, if things are working in that relationship and you are happy in that relationship, that person could not be your one. Maybe it could not be the person that God created you for. But if now you are in that relationship, God can just change things and be like, okay, scrap that one. This one is now the one, because things are happening. Because that's how I felt, because I felt like Mbulelo was not my one, but God saw how much I wanted to be with Mbulelo. So this one can find another person because this one wants this one.
Wow.
So now he is now my one. I do believe that Mbulelo is my one, but I don't believe that there's just one person.
Yeah, I also share the same sentiments. I sort of differ a little bit in such a I don't think it's actually differing. Maybe it's just a different point of view. I don't believe that there's one particular person that is somewhere in south of Chicago waiting for someone that is somewhere in Botswana waiting that they will meet somehow. But I do believe that because God
created a place for us.
Yeah. So because they say that the steps of a righteous are guided by the Lord. So are ordered by the Lord. So I do believe that God, as He orders our steps, He leads us to certain things that He has destined for us. So if He wants you to go to Wits, for instance, so he will give you the brains to study, and then you become this person, and then He will give you the desire, because He said apparently the desires of our hearts are actually they come from the Lord, and then He gives us the strength and the ability to do those desires, to perform those desires. So I do believe that as He leads us towards those, He will also put certain people in your path that you're gonna meet. So it's not just, He's not saying, I know this Unomzamo from wherever is the one for Mbulelo. It's just gonna be that person that He's gonna put in your way, and then He's gonna work out things for you, for you, if that's the person that He thinks He's gonna achieve His purpose. Because I do believe that eventually,
that's what I wanted to add.
Yeah, I could sense it. Telepathy. Yeah, so I do believe that because He wants His purpose at the end of the day to be fulfilled, He will work things out for the both of you for the better, which is why you ended up with me, even though you didn't think I was the one.
Yeah, because even though God maybe has created the one, has made plans for your life, maybe you were planning to meet someone else, I still believe that there is still free will, like in your life. In as much as God has plans for us, plans to prosper us and so on, but there is a bit of free will. So if God can see that you really love this person, and this person is not taking you away from His purpose for your life, then God can make that person the one. That's my opinion, guys.
Amen.
Not like
before we start preaching to you guys, we hope that you enjoyed that video, guys. We just thought we should engage more of a lighter one, but we are gonna go to now notification gang shout out and favorite comment of the previous video.
Yes.
And
are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. And the notification gang shout out goes to Kumo Tache. What up, Kumo Tache?
Thank you for being the first one to comment on our previous video.
In fact, their comments, Sigalela, they came at the same time.
Yeah,
So Sigalela, Makatana,
Second runner-up.
and
First runner-up.
we don't know which one. You know, sometimes there are delays.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite comment from last
My
week?
favorite comment from last week is from Doreen Kwana. She said, "Thank you for always being so real and withholding nothing."
Hey, don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Please.
You make it easy for us. You make it easy for some of us to relate to you. Faves.
No emojis.
Love emoji.
Love emoji, the heart and the heart, the spectacles, the heart thingy. Yeah, that's the emoji. And then my favorite comment of the last video, there were a lot of great ones, guys. Like there's a lot, so we just we couldn't choose everything. Otherwise, this video was just gonna be about those comments. So it comes from Nkateko Matebula, aka Speak with Domi. Speak with Domi. By the way, she's got a channel. Please go and check it out. Nkateko Matebula, Speak with Domi. Speak with Domi. She's got a nice channel. It's very empowering. Please do check it out. So her comment says, "Yo, the honesty here, sure." I love it. What I like the most is that both of you decided on that on your own that you want to do things God's way, and I know He will definitely honor you for that, and I cannot wait for you to share that testimony. Thank you very much, Nkateko Matebula, aka Speak with Tommy. Please check her channel out. One of my favorite channels, by the way. Guys, we are done here.
Thank you guys for watching.
We appreciate you for always supporting, commenting, liking, and subscribing, and sharing with your comments. And if you have watched until this point, you're the one.
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.
We are it.
No kiss today. Bye, baby. Bye.